Right here is every Mad City Chapter 1 heist, and today I'm going to be ranking them from peak all the way down to the worst thing ever, starting with the bank. So here it is, the Chapter 1 bank. Design-wise, I think the design fits really well with that Chapter 1 style that they were going for, that's actually within every single one of the heists. It just really works well for the game. So far, no lasers, but if you go ahead and make your way up to the first floor right here, lasers. Obviously, something that you would expect in a heist game, and this being the bank, which is like the most popular heist when you think of like a robbing game. It's like the bank's the first one you think of, but lasers aren't too difficult. And there it is, it spawns in the C4s, it blows up the vault, and then you just sit here for like a minute. They could have made it so you go around here and you steal all of the different stuff, as you'll see in later heists, but they didn't. You quite literally sit here and do absolutely nothing. Once you got the 3,000 cash, and yes, I've only got 2,400 because I cannot be bothered to wait there that long, you either go down the bottom or you can go up the top. There's literally no reason to go up the top, but I might as well go here just to give you the full experience. Jump over a few lasers, which is like simple things to do right there. There used to be a zipline here. Now, if there was a zipline here, it might actually be a decent heist. But there isn't. You just jump out and it's mid. And that is right there is the heist. I'm going to go ahead and put the bank heist in mids just because it's not great. I mean, it's your average heist. It's good for people who are new and just want to do a first heist. It's good for that, but for more experienced players, it's a bit mids. You just sit around, do nothing in the vault. Maybe if they made it so you actually have to go around and grab stuff in the vault, it would have been better. On to the jewelry store next. Here it is, the jewelry store. I really do like the design on this one. The glass on the very front. You've got the statues on the outside and on the inside. If we go ahead and take a look, you go in through the roof, you go over here, and it kind of breaks this little panel. You've got a little animation, which is quite cool. My favorite part about this heist, you just go ahead, make sure you got a gun, and you shoot all of these cases. Only issue with this is if you're standing quite far away, you can't shoot that one when you used to be able to, so please fix that. Also go over here and smash and grab to get some extra cash from his diamond right here. And there are two exits as well. There's one on the left right here with some lasers, and there's also one on the right, which no one really goes through, but I'm going to go through it anyway, just to change things up. Right here on the right side, even more lasers. I don't think either side is more difficult than the other. I think it's actually quite balanced, if I'm going to be honest. Jump over the spinning lasers, jump over the normal lasers, and you're out. There it is. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the jewelry store in goods, just because it's better than the bank. You actually have to do stuff. You can shoot the cases. There's two exits that are actually good. The design's cool. There's statues. It's a good heist. It's a good heist. Next up, we have the casino. Here it is, the casino. Probably the best designed heist in the game. You walk in, you got statues either side, the revolving door, of course. Go over to this little computer right here, you hack it immediately. There's something you actually have to do. Then you go in here. There used to be lasers all over the floor until people started crying about it because it was too difficult, when it really wasn't. But at least now you can go in and admire the absolute peakness of this area. Go through either left or right side to get into the main part of the heist, where you've actually got lasers to jump over. Not too difficult right here, and on each side is two levers that you have to go ahead and activate to get inside of the vault, which is it's right there. And unlike the bank, you actually have stuff to do. Thank God for that, by the way. You don't just have to sit there being bored. You go around, open up all these little drawers. You get up to 4,000 cash in this heist. And then you have to go ahead and make your way out through the heist the same way you came in. I'm going to go ahead and put the casino above the jewelry store because there's the same amount of mechanics. There's different stuff you could do with each. I just think the design and the layout of the casino just looks so much better. There we go, it's in good right there. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the club. Here it is, the club heist blue edition, because we're now in season 7 instead of season 4. We've got the disco floor because obviously it's a club. It makes sense. If you go over here, you open up the door. Make note of this combination of colors that changes every time, because this is how you get one of two secret items in the game. This is how you get the jetpack, so you gotta remember those colors for in a minute. Obviously dodge for lasers is pretty simple because there's this little table here. Just run over to that. Is literally easy. This is where you go ahead and put in the code for the jetpack. Make your way up to the third and final floor, where over there is where you get the jetpack key card right there. And then you go over here, hack this, and get into the vault to get all the money. You can get up to 6,000 in this heist, and you can also rob this heist as a police. If you go onto the police team, you can go over here and take the files from all of the cabinets instead of obviously taking all the jewels and the money over here if you're a criminal. The only thing I don't really like about this heist is how once you've got all the money, all the 6,000, you have to make your way all the way back down to the bottom, where they could have just made it so you just smash this glass right here and jump out. So I'm going to go ahead and put the club at the very top of goods, because it is actually where you get one of 2 secret items. Next up we have the pyramids. This is a good one. Here it is, the iconic pyramids. Go ahead, go on inside. The thing I like about the pyramids is every single one of these obstacles is just different. It's just different. You start off with stepping stones, jumping over the rocks. Then you've got pressure plates right here, which you've got to avoid, otherwise you'll die. Moving on to swinging wrecking balls. And then you go around the corner and you've got fire as well. And then to end it off, you've also got to avoid all the rolling lava balls, which honestly is probably one of the best obstacles in the whole game. Maybe even the best. Like, this is just cool. Once you've managed to escape all of those, you get to the treasure room, the vault room, where you go around and you hold E and get all the different stuff, all of the different antiques from the pyramid right here. You can also go over here. You could also go over here and loot the golden chest for the key. You no longer have to crouch 7 times in front of the Ark of the Clock, which used to be over there, which honestly just put that back in the game because that was just so much better. Stealing up to 15 bits of treasure right here, and once you've got all of that, you go ahead and make your way back through the whole pyramid, which I think this is like the only one where they can get away with making us go all the way back through what we've just done, because like how else are you gonna get out of a pyramid unless you just dig your way out, which wouldn't really make sense. So I think the pyramid has to be the first heist to go into the peak category. I mean, it's the pyramids. Like, what more do I need to say? It's just peak. Now we're going to move on to the transport heist, starting with the boat. This is one of those that spawns in throughout the day or night of the game, and also despawns after a certain amount of time. As you can see, you go ahead and do a little obby, open up this gate, or do what everyone else does, fly up here with a helicopter, and just do one of the best glitches in the game, by the way. Literally no point in doing any of that. You pretty much stand here or in there. If you want to stand in there, you can if you want. And you go ahead and get 20 bars, which is 2,000 cash. So even though the boat just kind of gives you that extra bit of money in between the heists, I'm going to put it below the bank in mid, because it is just kind of mid. It's just there, really. Moving on, we have not even a heist, but the crate drops right here. You can barely see it. There it is. There it is. You go ahead, you stand in the little zone here, and you wait for the money. You get 3,500, which is better than the bank, at least, for doing literally nothing. The only issue I have with these is it takes so long for them to spawn in, and even when they do, you don't even realize they're there. So please put map markers for these in the game, because I have just wasted like 10 minutes trying to find it. And just like that, I've just got the 3,500 robbery success. Again, I think they're kind of cool. I like how they spawn in, they glide in, and you have to kind of protect yourself from police, from obviously invading the area, so you wouldn't be able to get the money. I'm going to put it above the bank in mid. Next up, we have the plane, and there it is, just like the boat. This is another one of those heists that spawn in randomly throughout the day. Once you go ahead and make your way through by trying to get in, there it is, you fly on through the back right there, go on and it will give you the crowbar. This is actually how you get the crowbar. The only way you can get it is by going in this heist. Break open these boxes. You can break up to 5 boxes in this heist, and once you've done that, you make your way over here, and you have to avoid this steam, which like 90% of the time has like giant hitboxes. Other than that, this heist's pretty simple, I'll be honest. You make your way up the stairs, you got this whole laser room, which might as well just not exist, because you could just go ahead and go on through the side and avoid every single one of them, so no point that being there. Go ahead, hack this, which is actually quite cool. There's a few different things that you have to do in this heist. Press the button, and this actually gives you access to escape the heist, and if you don't do that quick enough, and the heist makes its way to the end of the map, you'll die. So you might wanna hurry up in this one. Once you've done that, make your way downstairs again, make your way through all of the lasers and the steam. There you go, you jump out, and there it is. This heist used to have fuses in it, and I think if it did have that extra bit of layer to it, where you actually have to do something extra other than just get money, go all the way up to the top just to get out again, I think if the fuses were back in the game, then it probably would be in goods. But I'm gonna put it top of mid, above the crates. There it is. Next up, we have the tram, which is just spawned in and also left. Just like the plane and the boat, this is another one of those where you have to wait for it to spawn into the map and it makes its way around the map. I think like 3 times it goes around the tracks and then despawns again. Here it is, making its way to the second station. You can either go through the sides, so there's little doors, or you can go through the top, just like that. There are 4 different carriages you can get. There's the basic one like this, there's the gold one, which we've actually got twice here, which is quite cool. There's also one with computers, and there's also another one. There's also the red vault carriage as well. Right here is what the computer one looks like. We actually got quite lucky. We got a computer one and 2 golds. Once you've gone ahead and robbed it, you just go ahead and make your way out. You can either kind of glitch out of the little gaps in between the carriages, or do it the old-fashioned way and hold the door and just jump out. See, I don't think it's going to be much of a surprise if I just go ahead and put this one in peak. Like, it is peak. It might even be the best thing in the whole game, I'll be honest. Finally, we have the newest heist. The mall heist, here we go. Here it is, the mall heist. Obviously, I think everyone knows how the heist works at this point. You go in, you shoot the guards. There's an element of sneaking, which is really cool. Or you could just go straight in and just attack the guards. There it is. Yep. Haha. Haha. The whole heist shuts down. All of the stores now have gates over them, which you have to lockpick to open up, which is cool. I also like how you have to lockpick every single one of the gates, and how the police is just trying to kill me. Thanks, mate. Yep, I appreciate that one. Now we've actually fixed the bugs, it makes the heist a lot better, because it works as intended every time, which is cool. The jewelry store is obviously the best one to go in, because it's the easiest way to get the full amount of money, which is a solid 10,000. Not even the tram can give you that, unless you do the glitch, which shouldn't be in the game, but it is in the game. If you can all like get lost. If you saw the video where I went over how I would improve this heist, you would know that this heist is good. The only thing I would really change is the entrance and the exit, because they're kind of mid. That being said though, now they have fixed the all the bugs with this heist and it actually works as intended. I'm going to actually put it top of good. I'm going to put it on top of good, because it is a good heist. It is a good heist. So there it is. There is my tier list. Let me know if you agree, and let me know if you don't agree. And if you don't agree, I don't really care, to be honest, because that's my list. So subscribe.